is judgment. This, for some of you, it could be a legal issue, but I see it as that second chance thing where thinking about why didn't you give somebody a second chance, or why didn't they give you a second chance? Trying to decide if you should reach out, vice versa. It's like playing the events over and over in your head about a painful separation or a situation that was painful, that caused much anxiety and stress. And remembering some kind of loss. At the end of the day, missing someone. Wonder if you made the right call. Wondering if you're kind of thinking about each other and remembering this event. For some, like I said, it could be recent. Others, it could have been a while back. This could be a family thing, a family issue. All right, let's get more information, my Virgos. Now, your next card is going to be the challenge, the obstacle. Okay, well, I guess somebody cheated, or somebody feels cheated. You have the Seven of Swords. This can go so many ways. So the Seven of Swords is that card that we talk about where it's like some kind of feeling of deception, being deceived, deceiving, cheating, lying, self-sabotage. What else would I put in there? That event. Somebody's thinking about this event, thinking about if there was a third-party situation, if they deceived you, or they're thinking about if you deceived them, whatever. They're playing this part, whatever this was, that was very painful over and over in their head. And wanting to come back, even though they know that they messed up. Either way, because I see it like, let's say Virgo, somebody messed up on you, right? They cheated on you. This could be at work, whatever. But now, for some reason, there's some feelings going on where somebody here is willing to take the other person back, even though they did what they did, even though it's a very high possibility they would do it again. It seems like it's a temporary issue, a temporary energy, only because of missing somebody so much. Okay, we'll get more. Now, beneath the surface, the reason this is happening, too many, is justice. Okay. Definitely could be a legal issue. Somebody could be dealing with a Libra. It doesn't have to be. The reason this happened is because it wasn't fair. It's kind of confusing though, because I feel like somebody feels like they messed up. They accuse someone of up and down, like they could swear that they did what they did. You did this, you cheated on me, you lied. And then when they're playing things back in their mind, they're questioning it. Like, well, did they really? Or at least making excuses for it. Like, well, now that I think about it, I had some part in it too. It wasn't that bad when it actually could have been bad for the majority. But for the other part, it was actually a misunderstanding, miscommunication. They feel like, damn, I think I accused them too harshly. I misjudged. I don't know if I did the right thing. Should I at least get their side or ask somebody? Somebody wants to make something fair. Something fair. Now, right their wrongs. For some of you, when it has to do with legal, there's somebody feeling guilty for either calling the police on the other or making a big deal out of whatever that was because it really affected the other person. They could have lost their job, their marriage. I feel like, what do you call that? You know, the third person, if it was like a mistress or the cheater, the person that, the homewrecker, that person is feeling bad for messing up somebody's marriage or messing somebody's job or something like this. That's for small percentage. In your recent past, this could be last year, last month, last second, person, place, or situation. You have the Five of Pentacles. That was that energy I was feeling alone, feeling sad, feeling left out. For some of you, you might have been without this person for a while, might have not been working there, felt lost, or was just you were to yourself for a while trying to figure life out. And now that this time is coming around, you're feeling like you need more family around, like you want to be with loved ones. You're wondering if you can come back, or this is how they are feeling. My Virgos, feeling left out in the cold, feeling bad for not paying the rent because somebody got evicted, feeling guilty for not doing something because it really affected the other. Somebody here is feeling really bad about that. It could have been that they weren't in the right state of mind, maybe because they were grieving, or there could have been a depression, a real severe depression where you don't really think about anything else. It's like a sadness, so you're not really thinking very straight, very thinking straight, right? And now it's like somebody's waking up and seeing things more clearly and feeling bad for whatever this is done, whatever was done, and missing the other person, missing the interaction, missing the family reunion. Okay, crowning energy. This is what you're constantly, what the heck, what you're constantly thinking about. It's always on your mind. Let's see. My Virgos, are you guys sad? Don't be sad. It's okay. Who's feeling left out? Crowning energy, what you're constantly thinking about, could be this King of Wands. This could be a fire sign, an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Doesn't have to be. And it doesn't have to be a king. It could be a queen. This is taking action. So what you're thinking about, where they are, is doing something about whatever that is. And he's like looking over here at those poor people that are left out in the cold. There's also, I guess everybody's kind of so far feeling this humanitarian thing where you see maybe that others are worse off than you are. I'm not saying you are. I'm just saying like this is kind of like Pisces energy, where it's like counting your blessings, feeling grateful for what you have now, and that things didn't turn out as bad as they could have for some of you. So now you're realizing and you're trying to be a better you, be more present, and now you want to take action for whatever that was that happened, or this is what they are doing. They saw how they left you out. They didn't include you. They didn't tell you how they were feeling. They didn't help you when you needed help. And now they want to come towards you and make amends. In your near future, you have the Eight of Swords. Pisces had this one here too. So that was the energy earlier when I was saying that there's an event that happened, a situation, something painful that someone is playing over and over in their mind, trying to see how could it have gone differently? What could you have said differently or done differently or not done, right? Feeling anxiety, feeling stressed, feeling remorseful. This is what's coming towards you in the near future. or this is the way that you are going to be feeling in the near future. See, you got to plug it in how it fits in. Just feeling bad, not wanting to be in this energy anymore, and seeing that there is a possibility to fix it. How can I fix it? Is it fixable? Is it too late? Beneath the deck, you have the Seven of Cups. This is feeling confused. Feeling confused, having choices, options. Kind of how I was saying now, like, what can I do differently? How? Trying to hatch up some kind of plan. Maybe that's what's causing the stress. Like, looking at different avenues to approach this situation and come towards you and fix this. Yes, there could have been options. Somebody could have had someone else, and that's why they feel so bad now that they look at things. Or you do, my Virgos. And it's like, is it fixable? There's just too many things that happen. I just wasn't, for some of you guys, just was like someone that was an alcoholic or an overindulgence, was just doing something too much, where at the end of the day, they weren't caring. It could be feeling like you were a bad mother or a bad father, or your children feeling like they weren't around for you. Obviously, if this is older children, feeling confused, not sure which, you know you got to take a step, you know you got to take action, but which one and how? Now, let's clarify. What is this judgment about? Is there going to be a second chance? Was the right decision made? Because it seems like at the time, definitely it was someone here felt that it was the right choice. But then when you start thinking about everything, okay, let me put it like this. My goodness. It's a very emotional type of energy. Okay. Someone here is only remembering the good things. They could have cheated, lied, manipulated, all kinds. But then they're remembering the good times, but not all the bad times. So it's like 2% of the time, let's say 20, they were good, right? Amazing times. But then the rest of the times over here, 80%, it was horrible. And someone is choosing or only remembering this part because they're missing the other person, and choosing or not wanting to remember the bad part because they just want them around. Okay, judgment. I hope that makes sense, because let me tell you, it makes sense in my head. Not always for you guys. Judgment is clarified by the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. So this is not waiting anymore. Somebody lost their patience. I feel like somebody was taking forever trying to decide, waiting for the other to come back, waiting for the other to, apologize or say their side or however it is. And that didn't come, so they just stopped waiting. And that was the decision. So now the question is, should I have waited longer? Did I do the right thing? Feeling like, I think if I would have just, called, or if I would have, blaming themselves for what happened a little bit. Again, only because they're missing you. You're missing them. And questioning now, thinking about, was this the right decision? Maybe I should have waited longer. Now, the challenge is the Seven of Swords, feeling cheated. And feeling like you're cheating yourselves. This is a lot of up in the air, like confusion here. Feeling a bit lost. So the challenge is not to self-sabotage. The challenge is to Are you going to go back to the same type of deception, deceptive energy, deceptive person, deceptive job, right? The challenge is to be in this Ace of Swords. Clarity. There's a need to clear your head, clear your mind so you can think clearly, because there's a lot of confusion, a lot of hearsay. There could be people all up in your ears telling you one thing. You're thinking another thing. There's a lot of people around all of a sudden telling either side or both sides. So now it's like, wait a minute, I'm confused. So did they cheat or not? Some of you guys took somebody else's opinion. Like you could have just heard about something. And then now it's coming up to the surface like, well, no, it wasn't really that bad, but they really over exaggerate it. So now your challenge is to get the real truth. Ask a question. Somebody's actually going to tell you the truth. And that's where that second change of heart comes in. And let's say this your friend. Let's say it's your friend or your co-worker, mother, whatever. They're talking about it, they're feeling guilty, and they're telling you, you know, that situation, now that I think about it, I don't think it was that person that called, or I don't think it was that person that threw you under the bus or whatever. And it's like, really, I just totally detached and like told them, you know, like got rid of them out of my life, and now you're saying this? Something like that. Beneath the surface, justice. Now there's like a hurry, like I want to hurry up and tell them I messed up. I want to make things right. I want to make things right. Somebody's feeling very guilty for leaving you out in the cold, for not helping you, for not talking to you. You or them. Right, cross watchers? Cross watchers, you could be feeling guilty that you did this to Virgo. However it goes. The Five of Pentacles twice. Somebody could have stole something from you, or you thought they did. And the one that is court related, I feel like energy of, if they did, they were trying to get away with whatever this was. And the judge put this ruling down. But it's like feeling guilty because they could have done it, but they gave them extra time, which that part they probably didn't deserve. But because they still did what they did and it wasn't legal, they're still going to be reprimanded. I hope that makes sense. They just gave them extra. Like you're expecting them to, somebody was wanting to teach the other a lesson. Child support too. And you're expecting, well, they're going to get probation or a month or two. And it turns out it's like 10 years. Like what? Oh my God. It's a small percentage. Oh, oh yes. Tower moment. In your recent past. Tower moment. Whatever this was that happened. Somebody got thrown out for no apparent reason. Feeling guilty. Not for all. Others of you, again with that, remembering that situation. Remembering how this person did you so bad. And I'm not saying that everybody here, it was an injustice. It's just like, yeah, they did me wrong. Yes, they cheated. Yes, they did whatever. They did that. But for some reason in this time right now, it's like you're thinking about it and just wishing they were there, even though you wouldn't take them probably. Or, you know what I mean? It's probably not even realistic for it to happen because that foundation that crumbled. They don't want to know you. You don't want to know them. But it's just memories, remembering this. And realizing that it's over. Realizing that it's the end of an era. Like you're not going to work there anymore. You're not going to do that anymore. The King of Wands is clarified by the Six of Cups in reverse. Soulmate energy, somebody from your past wants to come back. You could be thinking about going back to someone from your past, an ex, or an ex could be wanting to approach you. They're remembering that passion. They're remembering that cardinal part. And now they want to come back. They want to reminisce. They remember the good times, but not the bad times. Again, somebody's remembering the good, but not all the bad. But then it's like clarity does kick in. It's like, wait a minute, I can't. Why am I even thinking about them? Look at what they did. Or family, people around are like, how could you even think about that? Remember what they did? Type thing, right? There's a very dominating, controlling energy. It's like you could have some kind of past life situation where you've dealt with it many, many times, so you feel this connection with this person. Others of you, this could have to do with work, wanting to do some kind of career move, career change, and go back to something that you used to do, and wondering why you ever stopped doing whatever that was, or will you ever come back to doing that. And now this Eight of Swords is clarified by the Knight of Cups upright. This is an offer. This is action. Somebody rushing in with their cup of love, or with something emotional, something to say that will make you feel emotional. You're them. But also stressing about doing it. Thinking it's not going to be enough. I don't think they'll accept my apology. They could just want to come in and apologize, understanding that they were messing with your head. But they just want to get it off their conscience. They want to try to make it right. See how they can help. But I feel like it's not going to be accepted because it caused too much stress before. Manipulation. It's like, do I really want to go back to this? Feeling trapped, imprisoned. This is what's coming towards you. Well, it's the possibility. Possibility. I feel like they're all up in their head about it, or you're all up in your head about it. Like, I want to, but most likely probably not gonna do it. Because whatever that tower moment was, it really affected somebody's life. It was a freaking burden. It's like, do I really want to go back to that? Feeling overwhelmed and burdened, right? For others of you, it's like you could have left the job where now you left more for the others to do, if that makes sense. Whatever that was, it's too much. It's too hard to come back to this peaceful, harmonious. For some, it's already a divorce. It's already a judgment. It's like, what can you do now? That's why it's like, well, I guess I can try to apologize, but they probably won't even accept that. Beneath the surface, you have the moon in reverse. Pisces, for some of you. So this is something has been uncovered. Whatever was done in the dark has been made aware. And now it depends. It could be good or bad. You could have found out that that whole time that you thought they were doing what they were doing, the truth is they weren't. Or that whole time that you thought that they were doing what they were doing, but you thought, oh my goodness, see how the point is this: something is revealed. Something is revealed, and now because of whatever that is revealed, somebody wants is changing their mind about whatever they did or said or done. They can't sleep. They're restless. They're restless. They can't sleep. The guilt is killing somebody here. They're all up in their head. All up in their head. My goodness. My Virgos. Remember that this is temporary. And you create your reality. You have free will. You have the power to change anything. If something is bothering you, if you feel that you have to apologize to someone and it's really affecting you and you feel that they're not going to, accept it, as long as you forgive yourself, acknowledge it, then you're fine. You cannot expect. Imagine how many people are done wrong in this world. If we sit here and try to remember every single one that we could have done wrong, you can't find them. I think it's like you can't really contact them. If they're at a distance, some of you don't even know where they are. They don't know where you are, but this energy is there, right? So just forgive yourself for it. If you can find them, then fine. If not, don't beat yourself up about it. The point is that whoever did wrong here acknowledges that they did wrong. Forgive yourself. I guess that's what I was trying to say. That they should forgive themselves. The energy still travels. Okay. Now, this is the card of advice. I think I messed that one up at the end there. But this should help you. I guess that's what I was just trying to say. Keep the faith. Keep the faith. Keep the faith. Don't let it overwhelm you. Give me 1 second. Keep the faith. That's a 5555, number 10. Whatever that was, it was supposed to happen. And now things change. It's the end of that era. So now you start this new cycle. Some of the changes you've experienced have been challenging, and this card urges you to keep your faith in divine intervention and positive outcomes. After all, lapsing into pessimism won't help the situation. Faith can come in many forms, such as reconnecting with God through prayer or reviewing all the times when everything worked out for the best. Faith is an inner knowing that your experiences are purposeful and that you're happy and that you'll have a happy ending, which is true. This could involve some spiritual or religious study, a spiritual or religious community. At the end of the day, just stay optimistic, stay hopeful, and expect a positive outcome. I hope that makes sense, my Virgos. Please like, subscribe.